What is ovulation bleeding and how common is it?
In this video, we will discuss ovulation bleeding, what it is, and how common it is among women.
What is ovulation bleeding?
Ovulation bleeding, also known as mid-cycle bleeding, is a light spotting or bleeding that some women experience during their ovulation phase. Ovulation is the process where the ovary releases a mature egg, typically occurring around the middle of a woman's menstrual cycle. The bleeding is usually lighter than a regular period and lasts for a shorter duration.
What causes ovulation bleeding?
The exact cause of ovulation bleeding is not well understood, but it is believed to be related to a temporary drop in estrogen levels during ovulation. This hormonal change may cause the uterine lining to shed a little, leading to the spotting or bleeding. Another possible reason is the rupture of the ovarian follicle when the egg is released, which could cause slight bleeding.
How common is ovulation bleeding?
Ovulation bleeding is not experienced by all women, but it is estimated that about 10 to 30% of women may experience this type of bleeding at some point in their lives. It is more common in women with regular menstrual cycles, as ovulation is more predictable in these cases.
Is ovulation bleeding a cause for concern?
In most cases, ovulation bleeding is not a cause for concern and is considered a normal part of the menstrual cycle. However, if the bleeding is heavy, lasts longer than a few days, or is accompanied by pain or other unusual symptoms, it is essential to consult a healthcare professional.
Can ovulation bleeding help with fertility tracking?
For some women, tracking ovulation bleeding can be a useful indicator of their fertile window. The fertile window is the time during the menstrual cycle when a woman is most likely to conceive. If a woman consistently experiences ovulation bleeding, it can be used as a sign that ovulation is occurring, making it easier to identify the best time for conception. Ovulation bleeding is a relatively common phenomenon that occurs in some women during their menstrual cycle. It is usually not a cause for concern and can even be helpful in tracking fertility. However, if the bleeding is heavy or accompanied by other unusual symptoms, it is important to seek medical advice.